What's up, everybody? So today, uh, here in the garage, and about last week, I worked on making an HMI kind of test bench that I'm working on right now. And so I made this piece out of acrylic, and I CNC'd it out, put it together, and I was like, all right, cool. I need to mount this to the wall. So I drew up this. Kind of like stand that I could screw into the drywall. Um, Put it together, um, and it was not fitting because I had not. I'd taken some rough measurements to see if this would fit around my buttons, and it didn't. So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna assemble that panel in SolidWorks so I can adjust these parts so I can get these reprinted and remade so that way we will have good luck on that. So let us start off by making an assembly. That's a drawing. All right, so let's drop in our HMI panel. You can either bring it in here, it's just taking a second to load, or you can just push the green check mark and it'll load it in and fix it in on the center. This is going to be where we're going to build everything off, so we can just leave that fixed. And let's start by bringing in, we could bring in the HMI first. So I got all these models from Automation Direct, because that's who makes these parts. Just flat face, nope. This is, let's just make these two parallel. So what you're seeing here is I just grab the face and I hold the control key, tap the other face I want, and then this little sub menu pops up. It is the best. So let's just do width mate. That works with advanced mates too, to a certain extent. It definitely works with slots and other stuff like that. Oh, let's see. Hoping these faces are perpendicular. Sweet. All right, so we have our HMI in there. Now, oh, I did not pick up some lights. Um, but we can get to those after in a minute. Let's drop in our e-stop first. Oh, there we go. Nice gas. I'm gonna close that one. Back to our assembly. Let's just get this face parallel so we don't rotate it. We could have just done a rotation lock, but now we know that it is vertical properly. All right. So I only have one e-stop on my board. So now I'm going to add, let's add, we can do these ones. So I put four. These four along this edge are the ones that I put in that plate, in that configuration. So grab that top face that rests against his back. Boom. And then let's grab this. concentric. Let's get this face and make it parallel to lock our rotation. Wonderful. Oh, I guess that's fair. So, I think that's the gap for the washer. I could have put this face over there, but I didn't. They fit really nicely, so, yeah, I don't know if that's the washer or... Because what happens is you're going to tighten these screws and it's going to pull it into place. So I'm not too concerned with that one. All right, so normally I would love to do a pattern-driven component, but the way I designed this, I drew these all out individually. So we're just going to do a linear pattern. We're going to grab our direction we want to go, grab our component. We're going to flip that. Oh, yeah, that's just ever so slightly off. Let's measure that real quick. All right, so 1.92. That's what I needed to know. Linear pattern. Grab our components to pattern. Flip the direction. 1.92. There we go. All right, that looks good. Now these ones aren't as critical if we're just going to do this to be thorough. Because they don't get close enough to the edges of these where my printed parts come into play. And then let's close that guy. Let's do our buttons. So I have two different types of buttons. I have these red buttons and the green ones. I only have two of these red buttons. Make them parallel. Let's just check this. 0.5. That parallel. And then another linear pattern. I'm just going to save this now because we all know how much SolidWorks loves to have a good time. Now, I'm going to jump over to Automation Direct and grab a indicator light. Now I have 5 different colors, but I don't see the need to go that in depth. So let's just grab this guy. Let's open that up real quick. So this is what Automation Direct's model is. Looks great. Very bland. We'll throw this guy in here. And I know we've been grabbing off the face, but this is the same thing, but we'll just come off this face. Centric. I don't know how to lock its rotation in this version of SolidWorks. That's one way to do it. I know in the later versions of SolidWorks, if you hold Control and do a concentric mate, it will then offer the option to lock the mate. But in my older version of SolidWorks, that is not an option. And let's measure our circles. 1.625. Oops. Oh. Stop. So 1.625. One more. Perfect. Add some color on this just to make it look a little nicer. All right. And while we're doing this, we might as well go. Let's grab a glossy rubber. That one. And we'll get the nut too. All right. So this is roughly, I have some of my switches, I alternated them to allow for wire routing. But let's grab our last part that we need. We need the HMI panel stand, this guy. So what I did on this guy, the idea is he's going to have a brass insert. I do need to shrink that hole up a little bit, but we will get to that in a second. So let's grab this guy, make him concentric. That's another feature of the newer SolidWorks I really like. It will let you flip it as soon as you, with the shortcut commands. It doesn't do that with the 2017 version. All right. So, as we can see, it does fit. And maybe they do fit. and I just was having issues with my brass inserts because they weren't staying in. Um, it is a little tight. We can trim that out if we'd like. So, I believe this feature, let's check real quick. Yep, those are all cord clearance. So we can do my favorite, which is pattern driven component. Grab our component, and SolidWorks stops loading. And grab our driving feature, which is this guy. And then we're going to select the seed position. Boom. What a wonderful way to do that. Copy all those mates. Okay. So it does look good. Everything looks good here. These are a little tight. And so we may want to try to just maybe, I'll leave it, but I do need to adjust this hole. It was it was not deep enough. That was one issue I had. So let's do one drill bit smaller. Oh, let's do a little bit more than that. Okay, that works. And then we're going to go a little bit deeper. All right. And so that we can go through now, and we wanted to, we can run over to Fastenal's website, grab some hardware, drop our hardware into the model. Highly recommend doing that. Will avoid issues. But I think for today, that's what we're going to have here. So, yeah, let's add one more appearance then. Finish it off looking right. Yeah, let's just do glass because we used polycarb. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. It looks almost identical to what I currently have. So awesome. Thanks for watching.